Hey, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you stopping by as always. I think it's been a day or two since I threw up a video, and it's been super busy. Trying to get some projects done around the homestead, around the property, and we had the biggest one was replacing the roof to a mudroom that's on the front of the cabin, and I'll probably do a video about that. Very much a learning experience. It's not something that I've got a lot of experience in, so definitely did not go as fast as I was hoping, and so it took up a lot of time, and I just was not able to make any videos. So I'm back. Biggest news right now is apparently it's being said that the Iran military conflict with the United States looks to be over, and a agreement is being signed or has been signed, getting ready to be signed, whatever. I don't know any details. I have not heard really any information other than that. If you have any details or information, feel free to throw that in the comments down below. But I think that's good news if it's true. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But the reality is, from the supposed experts that are out there, is that even though the strait will be open, that we will continue to see not necessarily a shortage, but who knows, but higher prices at the gas pump for some time until the fuel situation, the gasoline, diesel, oil, all gets situated. But who knows what's going to happen? You know, we've seen agreements before and they get broken. Who knows what the truth is and what the future holds? What I will say is that I'm expecting that we're going to see gas prices drop just based on this news, which should probably tell you something. That if gas prices go up and down based on news, then it's not based on actual supply and demand, is it? Which means the market's manipulated. And probably the vast majority of us knew that already. So we'll see. I'm going to continue to watch the situation. And with a lot of things in the past, as we live in this world of uncertainty and supply chain issues, and again, I use that word uncertainty because that's what it is. We just never know what's going to happen, and the number of risks and dangers and obstacles and situations that could develop are probably at an all-time high in 2026, and I don't see it improving moving forward. So what I'm going to take away from this whole Iranian conflict, whether you agreed with it, you didn't agree with it, whatever, again, there's nothing we can do about it, is if things improve, if gas prices, diesel prices, oil prices, energy prices drop. When I say energy, I'm not talking about electricity, because I don't think that's going to happen. If that happens, then we need to consider ourselves lucky. Trying to get the camera to not focus on the water droplets that's on my window. We just need to learn from what's happened and prepare accordingly. So if many of us thought to ourselves, we probably should have had more when gas prices were lower, we probably should have developed a system and kept more gas on hand and rotated the stocks so it didn't go bad. Well, guess what? Maybe we'll get a reprieve for the next time, because there will be a next time. There's no doubt about it. And there could be something that occurs in the future that's much more severe, and we will now, it seems, have an opportunity to stock up and get ourselves in a better position. So we'll see. I'm going to end it there as far as the petroleum markets and gas prices, supply. Just keep an eye out on it. Keep your vehicles at least half full, because you just never know what's going to happen. I do think that I'm just going to say one more thing on this. If this agreement falls apart, I think we could see gas prices jump up quite a bit, because I think built into these gas prices is that belief that we were going to have a large improvement. So we'll see. Next, just going to bring up, seeing a lot more videos of people complaining about food prices, and also they are showing examples where they have bought food, they have the receipts. In today's digital world, a lot of people, they have access to receipts of something they bought a year ago, and they're showing many examples where something has increased anywhere from 10% to 40% in just the last year. A year. Not 4 years, not 5 years. A year or less. And, it's disheartening, but it's reality. And regardless of what the government may be telling us, regardless of what the news media may be telling us, the inflation is not 3.8% for everyday Americans. Everyday Americans that are paying rent, not so much a mortgage because that's usually fixed, but paying rent and seeing rent go up. Obviously, we've already talked about fuel, but energy, talking electricity, heating oil, propane, all of that going up. Food prices going up. Labor to work on vehicles has increased. Car components are often increasing. Tires, brakes, rotors, shocks, all these things that you may need to go purchase. I remember I used to be able to buy a set of wiper blades, a set, for like $8. And now I go and a decent wiper blade, just one, is $8 to $12 for one. It's crazy. Everything is going up. I was talking to my better half, main prepper girl, and I was like, you go into a grocery store and there's hardly anything, seems like there's hardly anything that's less than $5. That if you buy 10 things, it's $50 minimum. Obviously there's some things that are less than 10, but 5, but it just seems like the average cost of almost anything. There's bags of chips that are, $6, $7, $8. It's crazy. So, again, I'm just emphasizing you know, maybe we got some good news. It appears we got some good news with the Strait of Hormuz, and maybe we should be looking forward to gas prices dropping over the rest of the year. I hope that happens. Absolutely, I hope it happens. On the other hand, you know, we continue to see food prices and prices of many things increase. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. Stock up now. Take advantage if you have the funds and the resources to do it. Stock up now. If you could buy a couple of extra cans of soup, do that. Put it in the back of the cabinet, and maybe this winter when the cold comes in and you want a nice bowl of soup, you can reach back there and get it. Look up recipes if you've got the means, you've got the equipment. We haven't done it yet. We have a pressure canner, and I'm really wanting to pressure can soup. By the way, if you got any recipes, throw them in the comments. I would absolutely love to see some of these recipes. I've collected a few. Maybe I'll share some on Substack, over on my Substack. But I've collected a few, and we plan to do it, but there's just been so many other projects, getting the garden going, and that mudroom roof that I talked about. By the way, a lot of people have mudrooms that are small. You know, they're 5x8, 4x8. Mine is 25 by 10. It's basically was an addition onto the cabin. So replacing the roof, pretty big job, for me at least. But yeah, you can can your own soup, and which would be even better than buying canned at the grocery store. But whatever you can do, buy some extra, put it back. It's rice, beans, pasta. Get jars of pasta sauce to match however much pasta you got. Canned chicken. All those things you buy now, it's almost a guarantee that you're going to be buying it cheaper now than you will in the fall. We're sitting here in the middle of June, and the fall, it's a few months away. And if you buy it now, it's going to be cheaper. So, anyways, that's it. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I just wanted to give a quick update on kind of what's been going on in on the property at the homestead. Why I haven't been as active as I have been, but that should change. And just talk a little bit about the Strait of Hormuz and the Iran military conflict, and a little bit about inflation, because that's something that I continue to see people talk about literally every day. And I'm not talking about just people online, people in my life talking about it, just the costs and the prices of things. So, as I said, you guys take care. Stay safe. Hit that like button if you got anything out of it. Consider subscribing if you haven't. And we will see you next time.
So I ran from the cities and the noise and lies, found a piece of ground under open skies. Hands in the dirt, sweat on my shirt, learning what living's really worth. While crooked men shake hands in rooms, selling souls to corporate suits. Society's sick, but I found the cure. A back road life, honest and pure. They can keep their throne and their golden news. This life out here's my modern exodus. I traded screens for a sunrise, callous palms, blisters, pride. Planted seeds where hope